A great day, grade 8 students. Welcome to your week 6A of the first quarter. And this week you will deal with forms of linear equations in two variables. The most essential learning competency is write the linear equation ax plus by is equal to c in the form y is equal to mx plus b and vice versa. So a linear equation in two variables has two forms. The first one is this. We have ax plus by is equal to c, where a, b, and c are real numbers, or these are constants, but a and b must not be equal to 0. And this is what we call the standard form of linear equation in two variables. If we're going to observe, the variables of the linear equation or the two variables is in the left of the equation. And the constant is on the right of the equation. The second form is this. We have y is equal to mx plus b, where m is the slope and b is the y-intercept. And this is what we call the slope-intercept form of linear equation in two variables. If we're going to observe, variable y is on the left side of the equation, and then variable x together with the slope and the y-intercept is on the right side of the equation. So, let's have your activity 1. It is entitled Standard Form or Slope-Intercept Form. So the given direction is classify the following equations as a standard form or slope-intercept form. Write your answers on the table below. So these are the given equations, and then this is the table where we're going to write our answer. Okay, let's identify one by one. Let's have this first. We have y is equal to x plus 1/4. If we're going to observe, y is on the left side of the equation and then x is on the right side together with this constant. So this is in slope-intercept form. Okay? And for the second, we have x plus y is equal to 3. Variables x and y is on the left side of the equation and the constant 3 is on the right side. So this is in standard form. And for this example, we have y is equal to negative x minus 2. Y is in the left side of the equation, and then we have variable x and the constant on the right side. So this is slope-intercept form. And the next, we have 2x minus 5y is equal to 1. Okay, variable x and y is in the left side of the equation, and then constant 1 is on the right side. So this is a standard form. Next, we have y is equal to negative 2x plus 9. Y is on the left side. Negative 2x or the variable x, and then the constant is on the right side. So this is in slope-intercept form. And last, we have 7x minus y is equal to 8. And then variables x and y is on the left side, and the constant 8 is on the right side. So this is in standard form. So that's how easy to identify standard form or slope-intercept form. And that's how are you going to answer your activity 1. For activity 2, we have rewrite me to slope-intercept form. The given direction is rewrite the following equation in the slope-intercept form. We have y is equal to mx plus b. Number 1, 4x plus 2y is equal to 8. Okay, so the given is in the standard form, and then we're going to rewrite this in the slope-intercept form. Let's copy the given. Okay, if we're going to observe, okay, y is only the variable on the left side of the equation. So we need to remove 4x on the left side. Okay? How are we going to remove 4x? As simple as we're going to add the inverse of 4x. Okay? So we're going to add negative 4x. how to find the inverse? You will just write this in negative form. So, gawin mo lang siyang negative. So, dahil positive itong 4x, yung inverse niya or kabaliktaran niya is negative 4x. So, we will add negative 4x on the both side of the equation. Take note, kung ano yung i-add mo sa left side, ganun din po sa right side. Okay? So, if we're going to add negative 4x on right and left of the equation, we can cancel this out because negative 4 plus 4 is 0. So, we can cancel this out because this is equal to 0. And then, we need to simplify this part. So, we have 2y is equal to negative 4x plus 8. We will just copy this because we cannot add negative 4x to 8 since they are not like terms. Okay? Next, if we're going to observe again the slope-intercept form, okay, there is no constant beside y aside from the invisible 1 here. We need to remove or we need to make 2 here as 1. So, paano natin siya gagawing 1? Okay? As simple as we're going to multiply the reciprocal of this. So, remember, pag sinabing reciprocal, okay, kabaliktaran niya din. We know that 2 has an invisible denominator, which is 1. And if we're going to get the reciprocal, that is 1/2. Or as simple as babaliktarin lang natin. Okay? So, we multiply 1/2, which is the reciprocal of 2. And at the same time, we're going also to multiply on the right side of the equation. And then simplify this further, we have this. Because 1/2 times 2y, we will just multiply 2y times 1 is 2y. So we write 2y here. And then we will apply distributive property here. 1/2 times negative 4x. So we have negative 4x divided by 2. So we have negative here. Okay, don't forget we have negative here. And 1/2 times 8. Okay, 8 times 1, that is 8. So we have 8 divided by 2. And then we can simplify this further. Okay, we can cancel this out because 2 divided by 2 is 1. Okay, and then we have this as the answer. Naging 1 na po yung katabi ng y because 2 divided by 2 is 1. And then here, how come that it became negative 2x? Okay, we have here, negative 4 divided by 2 is negative 2. So, we write negative 2. Okay, since x here, and we do not have x on the denominator, we will just copy the variable. And then, plus, we have 8 divided by 2, and that is 4. So, this is the slope-intercept form of this equation, and this is our final answer. Another example, we have 1/3 x minus y is equal to 9. So, let's copy again the given. We have 1/3 x minus y is equal to 9. Just like number 1, we need to remove the variable x here together with the constant. Okay, so to remove it, we need to add the inverse of, or the additive inverse of the 1/3 x, and that is negative 1/3 x. So, as simple as gawin mo lang negative po ito. So, ginawa lang po natin siyang negative and negative. Okay, so we added on the left side and we added also on the right side. And then if we're going to simplify this further, magiging 0 na po ito. So we can cancel this out. And then, what is left is this part. To simplify this further, we have negative y plus negative 1/3 x plus 9. Since we cannot add these terms dahil hindi po sila like terms. And if we're going to observe here, there is a negative or the constant is negative. Here, negative 1. But if we're going to take a look, it should be positive. So, paano natin gagawing positive itong y dito? Okay? We need to remove it or make it positive. As simple as we're going to multiply negative 1 on both sides of the equation. Because we know that negative times negative is positive. So, negative 1 times negative y is positive y. Next, we're going to distribute negative. So, negative 1 times negative 1/3 x is positive 1/3 x. Negative 1 times 9 is negative 9, since negative times positive is always negative. And this is the final answer. So that's how to answer your activity 2. Next, for activity 3, we have rewrite me to slope-intercept form. And the direction is to rewrite the following equations in the standard form. We have ax plus by is equal to c. So this is the opposite of what we did in activity 2. Number 1, we have y is equal to 3x plus 5. And then we will copy again. And if we're going to observe here, variable x must be on the left side of the equation. But here, it is on the right side. So we need to remove the 3x here so that what is left is the constant 5. Okay? To remove it, we're just going to add, okay, the additive inverse of 3x, and that is negative 3x. So again, okay, gagawin lang po nating negative yung 3x. And then, we're going to simplify this further. Maka-cancel na po ito because this is equal to 0. Okay? So what is left is negative 3x plus y. We cannot add these terms because they are not like terms. Okay? And we will just copy 5. But if we're going to take a look on the standard form, okay, a here or the constant beside x must be positive. So we need to remove negative, or we need to make negative 3x to positive 3x. How are we going to do that? As simple as we're going to multiply negative 1. Okay? So, we're going to multiply negative 1 times negative 3x, and that is positive 3x. Negative 1 times positive y, we have negative times positive, so that is negative. So, we have negative y. And whatever we multiplied on the left side will also be multiplied on the right side. Okay, so negative 1 times 5 is negative 5. And this is the standard form of this slope-intercept form. And this is our final answer. Second example for activity 3, we have y is equal to 1/4 x plus 3. Again, let's copy the given. And we need to remove 1/4 x on the right side of the equation because what must be left here is the constant. To remove this 1/4 x, we will just add the additive inverse, which is the negative of this. So we have negative 1/4 x plus y. I-add po natin sa left side. At the same time, we will add on the right side to remove, okay, 1/4 x on the right side because this is equal to 0. Next, we will just copy this further because, okay, we cannot add these two terms because they are not like terms. So we have negative 1/4 x plus y, and then we will just copy 3. We do not need to write plus or copy plus 3 because it is considered as positive 3. Next, okay, constant beside x must be a whole number. So we need to make 1/4 here as whole number. How are we going to do that? We will just multiply the reciprocal of 1/4, and that is 4. Okay, so we will just multiply it. applying distributive property. So 4 times negative 1/4, and that is negative x. Okay, negative 1x. Okay, so next 4 times y, we have 4y. 4 times 3, and we have 12. And this is not yet the final answer because, okay, the constant or x here is negative. So we need to make this positive by multiplying the equation by negative 1. Okay, negative 1. So applying distributive property, okay, the answer is x minus 4y is equal to 12. And this is our final answer. So that's how to answer your activity 3. And of course, this video is not possible without the grade 8 team. We have Ma'am Reina S. Corpus, Ma'am Ofelia V. Mapatak, Ma'am Rowena V. Palaming, Ma'am Paula Bianca P. Cruz, Orlando V. Pasion Jr. or Sir Orlando V. Pasion Jr., Sir Manny C. Ancheta, and yours truly. And don't forget to subscribe in this channel and then click the notification bell to be notified. And see you again on the next virtual instruction.